Welcome to Battle Truth, in my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I can only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealing, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markilius, your presiding judge, chairman, and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Check this out, man. Rock again finds himself in the middle of another altercation. Okay, this is what's being said by inside sources who was there, who personally reached out to me, and we talked about this situation. I got actually a video of the situation too. Dang, it's on my other phone. Anyway, this what's being said. This what's happening. So, John threw an event. John threw an event the other day. Chess would be on this event headlining. Him and Bad News. Cave Gang was in the building. C Money was going up against one of the Cave Gang members. And from what's being said is that Rock got into an altercation with a member of C Money's entourage, which led off into also Cave Gang getting into it. Now these brothers C Money now was coming up from Houston to Atlanta. They wasn't as deep as Cave Gang them was in the building. This is what I'm hearing about Rock. Personal sources are saying this about Rock and the Cave Gang. That they be in these small events trying to overpower the people in numbers, acting tough and gangster in these events. Sort of like, y'all know how like, if you're from the hood, you're going to get what I'm saying. You know how like you got a lot of dudes who, they be acting like cowards, so they be like 15, 20 deep, but they going to a small club where they know they going to outnumber the average person in their team that's in there. That's what they say they be doing in these small events they be packing up going to. And causing unnecessary confrontations and altercations amongst other people in these venues. I kind of figured, and I knew eventually, when Rock get another opportunity, he was going to try to pop off to make an example and to clear his name from being the brother that almost fight all the time. So in this John bullpen event, Tay Rock was getting into it with a member of C Money entourage. They saying in these battles when Tay Rock be coming on, he be really instigating a lot, being disrespectful to the other battle rappers who going against Cave Gang, causing unnecessary confrontations and just doing ignorant outbursts to just cause distractions while the other battle rapper them is rapping. I get that. Tay Rock ended up actually, this is what they saying, he actually swung off and hit one of a member of C Money's team that was there. Also, Chef did too. Ended up hitting C Money. And before it can get carried away and taken out of hand, where it could have got real bad, a lot of people coming in breaking it all up when they was trying to really get at them. Okay, here's my view on this stuff, man. Let me just get right down to it. I knew eventually Rock was going to try to do something like that because that stigma on him of almost fighting all the time. Then I know he out to prove himself that he ain't no sucker, he ain't soft, he ain't no coward. And then when you got a lot of people behind you, they makes you that boost up your confidence a little bit more, to the point of knowing you got backup. And if you don't got backup, even to the point that if you pop off or something, you'll have some support there. If to not help, to at least part you and separate you from whatever problem you have. What I don't like about this situation is, this ain't good, brother. This ain't good at all. As a leader of Cade Gang, you are responsible for their well-being and safety. Being a leader of a gang don't mean that you going out, starting things, initiating contact, being boisterous and disrespectful. As a leader, you are to lead with wisdom. You are to lead with understanding. You are to lead having a direction and a vision where you leading your team and people to, that they can be protected, taken care of. Not stupidity and foolishness. Being a leader of a team don't give you the license to try to press your power on others because y'all outnumber them. Or you tougher than somebody because they out of their element. Them coward moves to me. I never liked that. Would you do that if you was by yourself? If it wasn't 7, 8, 9, 10 of y'all, would you been so quick to want to do that? Would you have done that? 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't have. A lot of people always do that stuff when they know they have a lot of people behind them. Usually when you get them one-on-one, they don't do that stuff. They don't do that stuff at all. Hardly ever. Hardly ever. But when you on spot like that, that's what happens. And I'm noticing these cliques things is starting to be this way. Brothers who joining these cliques and teams and battle raps is starting to make this entertainment out of some street gangbang and stuff. And this is going to go bad for a lot of people. Because when that starts spreading like that, what's going to happen, you're going to start having other people doing it. Even the people who come just to the battles to watch the battles going to start coming deep with their guys and their teams like that. And in this era of clout chasing, where this is very, very popular, and people was going viral behind this stupidity and ignorance, you asking for a lot of trouble to come back and get you. Yep, that's exactly what you're doing, Rock. Y'all asking for a lot of trouble to come back and get you. Because now that's what people going to expect from y'all. And from what I'm hearing from these inside sources that's there, this is what y'all starting to do all the time. Your name is ringing as being one of the dudes that's just real agitating, acting like you never had nothing. Acting like you never been a part of nothing before, brother. And I'm telling you something real. If this the mentality you're going to have, and if this your view of what you think leadership is, get ready for a lot of bloodshed and a lot of incarceration. Get ready. Get ready, because it's definitely finna come back and get you, brother. Make no mistake about it. The same energy you put out there will come back on you, brother. You may not say, I don't care, bring it. You may believe that. You may say that right now, like everybody do. But when it happens, boy, oh boy, you be wishing you never bought that on yourself, because you do not know who you putting at risk. And you have no idea what you might just have to give up. You have no idea of just how much and who you might have to give up. This is not a game you want to play. Y'all better keep this stuff entertainment like it is. The moment you make this thing street, and the moment y'all try to make this into some gang stuff, like y'all be saying, gang stuff, when y'all start doing that, okay, now you inviting it. And guess what? When y'all traveling to these different places and states now, people gonna be waiting for y'all. People gonna be waiting for y'all, just so that they can build off y'all name. When y'all doing this, you better keep this entertainment. You better keep this entertainment. You know another thing I don't like? Y'all don't do that at the URL. Why you go to these small events and try to jack off their stuff? You don't do it at the URL. And if you represent the URL when you go into these other leagues, then you should be showing nothing but professionalism. If the URL is the biggest platform, or where all the major battle rappers is at, and this is the ultimate goal for every battle rapper to reach the URL platform and stage, then you as a representative of the URL need to represent yourself at all times, any place, any state, any platform, any league you going to. Period. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You really need to get a grip on yourself, brother. You can tell by your actions and how you handle yourself and what you're doing. You have no idea what leadership is. You think because you know how to rap that makes you a leader? Do you really believe that because you know how to rap that makes you a leader? Or because you in better favor with Smack that makes you the leader? That don't make you a leader, brother. Especially when you're willing to jack off the freedom and life and liberty of the same people that believe in you that's up under you. It's not leadership. What are you teaching them? What are you giving them? What inspiration and hope are you doing? Are you teaching them how to be better fathers? Are you teaching them how to be better productive men in society? Are you teaching them how to make wise investments? Are you teaching them how to stay alive? Are you teaching them how to stay out of prison? That's real leadership. You being ignorant and stupid, high and drunk all the time, running off at the mouth, talking crazy, that don't make you a leader. That makes you a born, stone cold fool. That's what that make you. That's what that make you. And I guarantee you, listen, y'all, everybody listening to me right now, mark my words on this. If he do not turn his attitude around, his arrogance and pride around, watch how many people he take down with him that he claimed to love, that he claimed to represent him. Watch what I tell you. I speak by experience. I don't speak off ignorance. I speak by experience. And notice, when I say things, how they always come to pass. Every time I said something since I've been here blogging, it came to pass. This won't be no different. This won't be no different. I live that life. And by me being in the spiritual realm under God, I understand what happens. And I know what they being set up to do. That ain't gonna work. That ain't good. That thing could have went bad. Y'all could have incited a riot. It could have led to guns being pulled outside of the venue. Could have hurt a lot of people, man. You need to walk more correctly and have some respect about yourself, boy. Because you are not acting like a man and a leader. You is acting like a stone cold radical fool who nobody can tell you nothing. But you know what's crazy about you doing this, Tay-Rock? We watched you, brother. We watched you from the age of 17 on video camera. We got all your video footage from 17 to where you at right now. Where did all this come from? When did the gangbang and guns and where all that come from? Where that at? That was never the case. What happened to the humble, laid back, smooth Tay-Rock? What happened to him? That's the one that built up your stock, that made people start liking you and supporting you. When we show you fighting against the odds all by yourself, standing on your own. Ain't it amazing that you was a better man when you was standing on your own? But then your true identity and character come out when you can be surrounded by other people, and now you feel like you got to put on this front, this mirage, this fake gangster image that we seen and know ain't even you. Don't you know that, brother? It's not you. It's not you. So why try to live up to something, brother, that you're not willing to pay what it requires you to give up to live? You willing to pay for that? Do you really want to pay for that? Sound good. Sound real funny. But guess what? You're going to have to pay. If you do not change the situation around and do right, you are going to have to pay. And pay heavy. And pay heavy. Stop going to these people events, packing up y'all team, being deep, trying to intimidate people, trying to start trash for no reason. Stop doing that. When you at these battle rap events and you supporting your team, brother, be a real leader, man. Play the background. Be a real leader, play the background. Real G's move in silence. What part of that don't you get? What part of that don't you get? Why you always got to be noticed? Why you always got to be loud? Why you got to be the loudest and noticed? How is the leader the most loudest and noticed? How? How you most loudest and noticed? That ain't leadership. That sounds like a cheerleader, a fan. That's stuff females do. As a man, listen, when I'm supporting my team, my guys, and I'm there, they know I'm there. You got to really say nothing. They know I'm there. Let's do what we came to do, get this paper, and we out of here. You sitting up here trying to intimidate intimidate people, instigate situations, being all loud and disrespectful, trying to taunt people. Come on, man, that ain't cool, man. And this is what people saying about you. They trying to mess up people, venues and events and stuff. Stop doing that trash, dog. You got that bad. You've been doing that as of lately, too. All real loud in these battles and disrespectful. Man, calm down. You act like a person who never had nothing, brother. You act like a person who never had nothing. You ain't never been a leader or nothing. You should be. I'm even surprised people even say you they leader. That's what I'm surprised at. But let me tell you something about leadership. You represent, that's what you represent. You represent your team. Y'all are reflections of each other. That's what you call a leadership? Right. Horrible. Trying to tell you. You ain't used to it, brother. You finna lose a lot. I know your type. I know your kind. You happy to be in this position. You may have been one of them dudes who been pushed around and bullied your whole life because you little and scrawny. So you wasn't doing nothing. You what, 115, 20 pounds? You may have been bullied and pushed around your whole life. From what they say, you live in the suburbs somewhere. You ain't nowhere in the real Baltimore where all the heat and everything at, they say. So now you've been in a position where now you the leader over people. They made you their leader. Oh, you don't know how to act. You don't know how to handle yourself. You going crazy with this position. And why? Because you know how to rap. Because you know how to rap. Look how life is, y'all. Because this man know how to rap. Y'all get this? Because he know how to rap. They made him their leader. Wow. Really? Whatever. Whatever. As far as it go, give you a dab. Whatever. Nice job, brother. You got off. Next. But this the dead era we live in. This what they call men now. So, yeah, I knew it. And like I said in my last blog, since he almost had to fight so many times, next time he in an altercation, he ain't going to have no choice but to fight. He can't afford not to. Because now everybody watching. Come on, man. Get yourself together, brother. Heed my advice. Heed these words. If you do not change and turn this situation around, you're going to hurt a lot of people. If you don't end up being hurt yourself. You saw that CC situation, right? It's just a start. Just a start. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth, man. Click the link in the description box. Follow me on Instagram. I got a new series coming out. Y'all brothers need to stop that trash. Keep this entertainment and entertainment only. Don't make battle rap out of no street and gang stuff. Because you do not have no idea what you're asking for. You have no idea what you're asking for. And you cannot pay. Well, you're going to pay what's required to want to live that life. But I don't think you're willing to get that up. Really don't believe so. So you better not play that game. It's Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours.